The power of silence. In a quiet village nestled between rolling hills, there lived an elderly man named Hakim. He was known for his wisdom and serenity. Unlike others, he rarely spoke unless necessary, and when he did, his words carried great weight. People from the village often came to him seeking advice, hoping to learn the secret behind his respected presence. One day, a restless young man named Yusuf approached Hakim, frustration written all over his face. "I don't understand," Yusuf sighed. "I work hard, I speak my mind, but no one takes me seriously. People talk over me, ignore my ideas, and treat me as if I am unimportant. What am I doing wrong?" Hakim smiled gently and gestured for Yusuf to follow him. They walked through the village until they reached a serene lake surrounded by towering trees. The water was still, like a flawless mirror reflecting the sky above. Birds chirped in the distance, and a soft breeze rustled the leaves. Hakim sat by the water's edge and asked, "Tell me, Yusuf, what do you hear?" Yusuf paused, listening carefully. "I hear the birds, the wind moving through the trees, and the soft sound of the water." Hakim nodded and picked up a stone. Without a word, he tossed it into the lake. The stone broke the surface with a small splash, sending ripples outward in all directions. The reflection of the sky wavered, and the once still water was now disturbed. "Now, what do you hear?" Hakim asked. Yusuf thought for a moment. The splash of the stone and the ripples it created. "The water is no longer still." Hakim smiled and looked at the lake. "You see, Yusuf, the lake is like a person's mind and presence. When it is calm, it reflects everything perfectly. It draws people in, making them feel at peace. But when disturbed, it loses its clarity, and its beauty fades." Yusuf listened carefully as Hakim continued. "Most people speak too much, thinking that talking more will earn them respect. But in truth, it is silence that commands attention. When you are silent, people are curious about what you are thinking. When you choose your words wisely, people listen because they know you do not waste them. The more you speak, the more common your voice becomes. But if you speak less, your words gain power." Yusuf absorbed Hakim's words and nodded in understanding. From that day forward, he practiced silence more than speech. He listened carefully before responding, choosing his words with wisdom. Over time, people began to value his opinions, seeking his thoughts and respecting his presence. Without raising his voice or demanding attention, he became one of the most respected young men in the village. He had finally understood the truth: sometimes, the strongest voice is the one that speaks the least.